This is Movietone, Jeffrey Sumner reporting. This is the most controversial building in Australia and probably in the world. An adventure in design and construction, it has set a new precedent that's not only restricted to architecture, it must be the biggest budget beater ever built. When work started, the estimated cost of Sydney's new opera house was £3.5 million. After only 1 year, it was £5 million. By 1962, it had more than doubled, £12.5 million. Of course, the price of labour, management and materials had gone up over the period, and the new construction methods called for quite a bit of expensive experiment. By 1964, the £12.5 million had escalated to £17.5. Now, almost 2 years later, they're talking in terms of a final cost of an astronomical £30 million. Some price to pay for culture. Perhaps as a sop to the angry taxpayers who'll have to foot the bill, they've decided to make use of the building before it's finished. Opera star Joan Sutherland arrives for a ceremony in the still incomplete foyer. The presentation of a £1,000 scholarship to Australian baritone Thomas McDonnell. His speech of thanks set a light-hearted note which was considerably overdue.
Thank you very much, Miss Sutherland, for presenting me with that delightful cheque. I think it must be a cheque. The only other thing I think I'd like to say is to thank Women's Day for such a wonderful party and for inviting me. I can't imagine a more wonderful setting, and certainly not a more expensive one. Thank you.
Safe as house.